This episode of Deep in the Weeds is proudly supported by Aussie Artisan Week, celebrating and supporting Australian artisan producers August 16 to 22.
We're just asking people to get vaccinated, put a jab on the menu so we can reopen and we can be, we live in a country with some amazing talent, some amazing restaurants, amazing produce, some amazing vineyard. All we want to do is showcase it.
This is the Deep in the Weeds podcast. I'm Anthony Huckstep. Last time we caught up with Guillaume Brahimi. Just one of his 3 French bistros were trading because of the pandemic. Now, in a prolonged lockdown again, he's joined some of the country's most influential hospitality professionals to launch a campaign to try and save the industry. Guillaume, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good, mate. I'm staying strong and positive, and it's hard to believe we're still in it.
Well, what's it like in Sydney at the moment? You've been in quite a prolonged lockdown that doesn't look like it's going away anytime soon.
It's hard, not having a normal day, so it's hard. And I think about my team, I think about the producer, I think about the growers, I think about all these empty restaurants, and I was lucky enough to have some friend in advertising who contact me and say, Guillaume, we want to do something because we love restaurants. And David Noby, Will Alexander, and Susan Steed rang me and say, oh, hey, we want to do an ad. And I said to them, but an ad, what I'm thinking about ad, we're talking about, $100,000. Who's going to sponsor it? What we're selling? And he said, no, we're going to do it pro bono. We want to help your industry. And I sit down, I was standing up and I sit down and I went like, wow, this is real. We're in a pandemic and you see these amazing people raising, they don't have to do it, but they're the people who love hospitality. They're the people who book on a Monday lunch. They're the people who book on a Thursday night, and they say, let's create something. And I said, what do you got in mind? I said, well, we're going to get all the chefs we can. And I said, yeah, well, when you want to launch it, I'm like, what are we talking about? And they said, oh, it'll be done in 2 weeks. And I went like, yeah, okay, yeah, all right, okay, guys. No budget, chef from around Australia, filming in restaurant, done in 2 weeks. And it's done. So we pick up the phone, rank few chef, but the thing was not about, we're not talking about free ad. This is not what it's about. This is not about the best restaurant, the best chef, the best. It's about hospitality. It's about the coffee shop across the street. It's about the local Thai, the local Chinese, where you get your lasagna on a Sunday night when you go for your wedding anniversary. We're talking about hospitality here. And we rang as many people we could. And you know what, Anthony? There was only one word. Yes. 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 What can we do? Yes. 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 And we start filming. And it was called, I learned very quickly, guerrilla filming. So it's not a big crew. It's filmed on the iPad. It's filmed on the iPhone. It's filmed on a big camera. Tack, 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 tack. And Noby said to me, David Noby, say, okay, this is a word of the campaign. It's about chefs. Chefs are resilient. Chefs, we can deal with a late seafood delivery. We can deal with difficult customer. We can deal with steak well done. We can deal with food critic. We can deal with few hours sleep. We can deal with no show, just. But there is one thing we can deal with is empty restaurants. And if we not act now, we are going to lose some of the best talent we got in this country, a best favorite place, a best coffee, a best, we are going to lose them because this is the way it's going, and if we don't get vaccinated, we're not going to reopen. And if we're not reopening, we are going to go bust.
The campaign is called Put a Jab on the Menu.
Yeah, it's very, very simple. It's very simple. If you want restaurant to stay open, and when I say restaurant, when I'm talking about if you want hospitality to stay alive, put a jab on the menu. And it can be stronger. It's not about, oh, I'm not sure. This is a fact. We need to do it. And when I talk about restaurant, Anthony, I'm not talking about, the restaurant. We are talking about hospitality and what hospitality does. The restaurant are a window of a grower, a window of a country, of a window of a farmer, of a window of the seafood industry. Then they're still producing, but nobody getting it. How much eggs, how much oysters, how much milk, how much the asparagus just come out yesterday. The first green asparagus, they're amazing. Who's going to buy them? Who's going to buy the asparagus if not the restaurants? Do you know what I mean? Like it's just more than hospitality. With a restaurant closed, everybody is suffering. Everybody is struggling, especially the farmers and the growers and the winemakers. So it's very simple. We just have to do it. We just have to get vaccinated.
You're very passionate about hospitality and food.
Oh, this is like I've been in it for a few years, and all I want is I just want to walk into a busy restaurant. I want to walk into my restaurant. I want to look at the booking sheet full. I want to see the first tray of coffee for the kitchen when the first waiter arrives. I want to see the first delivery of the morning, the seafood, the meat, the vegetable arriving. I want to see the bread arriving at 12 o'clock. I want to see the empty plate coming to the kitchen. I want to see restaurant alive. That's all I want.
What role does hospitality play in our society? How important is it for our society?
Everything. It's. Can you imagine a society with no restaurant? Like, and also, Anthony, the amazing thing with our industry is you really have to love it. You don't become a cook because you say, I'm going to be a cook, or I'm going to be I'm going to be a sommelier, I'm going to be a waiter, I'm going to be a pastry chef. You need to love it. Who does love working at night? Who love working when people have fun? Who wants to work on the weekends? Do you know what I mean? We're passionate. We love you have to be in love with your work. Hospitality. It's about making people happy. And at the moment, we're at home. We're missing what we love the most is making people happy. That's making people happy by making their coffee in the morning, baking their croissant, pouring their first glass of champagne when they arrive at the restaurant. Do you know what? No, but you know what I mean? That's why everybody in the restaurant love what they do, and everybody love what they do with a passion, because you can work in hospitality if you're not passionate. And at the moment, we just say we have to do it, because if we're not, we are going to lose our industry. That's all. That's all we're asking. By the way, we're not asking for loans or backup or backer. We're just asking people to get vaccinated, put a jab on the menu so we can reopen and we can be, we live in a country with some amazing talent, some amazing restaurants, amazing produce, some amazing vineyard. All we want to do is showcase it. That's what I feel, and I feel very passionate about it. But by the way, I'm not the only one. We all are.
On the other side of this, when we're past COVID and restaurants open again, what are you most looking forward to?
Cooking for guests, but also going to restaurants. we in the industry, all my chefs in all my kitchen, all the waiters, what they do on the day off, they go to restaurant. they go to restaurants, they go to bars. We love hospitality, and that's all I want to do when we reopen. I want to support my friend. I want to try food, and I want to cook food.
Well, Put a Jab on the Menu is launched today. What's the quick message for everyone out there that you want us to capture for?
We get there. We will get there. We'll get there. We're strong. We're resilient. We're chefs. We're hospitality. We will get there. All we want is everybody to put a jab on the menu, and we will be reopening, and we'll be safe, and it will be amazing.
There's been a lot of talk around at the moment about a green pass for hospitality for vaccinated workers and vaccinated people of the public to dine out again. Do you think that there should be a green pass to help kick the industry open?
Anthony, I just think like anybody should think about it seriously and should get vaccinated. Like for me, it's no question. Yes, like you can see with some big companies where everybody, 85, 90% of the people say we're going to get vaccinated. So I believe in my restaurant, everybody with common sense will get vaccinated and we can open and will be safe. So everybody who come to the restaurant will feel safe. And my team should feel safe. So I think we are going to get there. I think it was a slow start, but I think now the Australian people realize we need to get vaccinated. We need it. We need to go back. There's too many people who are suffering right now, and the mental health of my peers and all. It's really important we get open as soon as possible.
Well, it's an amazing campaign, and it's launched today. And congratulations to you and the whole crew that have pulled this together. Such a powerful and important campaign. Put a Jab on the Menu. Guillaume, it's always an absolute honor to have you on Deep in the Weeds.
No, it's great. And stay safe in Canberra, okay? Can't wait to see you in Sydney or anywhere.
Mate, I look forward to a glass of wine in the not too distant future.
Yeah, absolutely.
Take care and keep in touch.
Anthony. Take care, my friend. Yeah, okay, buddy. Okay.
This is the Deep in the Weeds podcast. I'm Anthony Huckstep. Stay tuned as we take a deep dive into the lives of the incredible people who ply their trade in the food and hospitality sector. Special thanks to executive producer Rob Locke for making this all happen. Follow us on Instagram at Deep in the Weeds Podcast or email us at podcast@deepintheweeds.com.au. Stay safe and be well.